Hi guys, rideshare PA here today. I just wanted to go live, basically to talk about the video that I just posted a little bit ago. If you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend watching it. It talks about the shooting that just happened earlier this morning in Raleigh, North Carolina. Apparently, a Uber driver was caught in the crossfire between a passenger and I don't want to say crossfire, but she was caught in fire of, alright, I'm getting ahead of myself. She picked up a passenger and was dropping him off in what now I've come to terms and found out was a not so good area of Raleigh. She was dropping her passenger off. Upon doing so, where she was dropping him off, there was a person outside of the car. It's not clear yet whether this person got in an altercation with the passenger or what exactly happened. But this passenger, or the person outside, started to shoot at the car, okay? And from what my understanding was in my previous video, I did post a video, a newsreel of that area that actually goes into more detail about exactly what happened. So if you want more information, please feel free to go to that video and watch the newsreel. But basically, there was shots fired. From what they could tell, there was 5 or 6 shots that hit the car that she was driving. A bullet did graze her head. She drove about a mile or so down the road, pulled over. Did the shooting is still at large, and she is okay. She ended up going to the hospital. I currently believe she is still at the hospital, so my wishes and prayers are to her. Hopefully she is okay and she is stable now, I believe. So with that being said, I just want to recommend, like I said before, I'll say it again, with the incident that happened to me, with the 2 people that pulled guns on me, and everything else, guys, highly recommend you get a dash cam, because in this situation it couldn't have really helped anything. It might have been able to catch somebody's face or something as to who did the shooting as she pulled away. But this is something that is starting to happen more and more every day. This gig is not as safe as everyone thinks it is. And this is why a lot of us people, when we see these news articles and stuff come out, we cover them, not really necessarily as news, but more as training purposes for anybody that wants to get into rideshare, or just to put it out there so people can realize that this job is not as safe as everyone thinks it is, okay? Yes, you pick up a passenger, you take them from point A to point B, or point A to point B to point C. I mean, I've had rides where I've literally picked up people at their house, took them to the local mini mart or whatever to grab food, and taken them back to their house. So yes, 95% of the time, you're not going to have an issue like this, or you're not going to have a bad experience. But there's that other 5% where things like this can happen, things like this do happen, and when they do, I firmly believe it's my responsibility to at least cover it in a short video to bring awareness to the topic that it can happen, it does happen, and you need to be prepared, and you need to stay alert at all times. Okay, when you're driving, when you're picking up a passenger, when you're dropping them off, you need to be alert at all times. Okay, guys? That's why I always say, if you start to feel tired, if you start to feel under the weather or anything like that, go home and rest, okay? Because if you're not alert, you can find yourself in a situation like this where you can get hurt, you can even get killed, okay? There was a guy last Friday that got shot doing a DoorDash delivery. I don't know the situation there. I don't know exactly what happened there. All I know is that he was making a delivery. He ended up getting shot and killed. So this is not as safe as everyone thinks it is, and I just want to, again, bring the awareness to the situations that happen every single day. If I see a news article or if I see something happening in my rideshare community that I feel that needs to be put out there and posted, so that way you guys know that things are happening, I will be doing that. If you don't like it, don't watch it. I'm not force feeding any of my videos on anybody, but I just firmly believe that situational awareness, guys, it needs to be shown. You guys need to be aware that these things do happen, and you just need to make yourself aware, okay? Wherever you're going, if you don't feel safe going there, make up an excuse. If you're going to pick up a passenger and you pick them up and you see where the destination is, it's firmly up to you whether or not you want to take them there, but I wouldn't be discriminatory about it. I personally know areas in my neighborhood that I do not go, and if I get a ride going to that area, I will let the passenger know. I will just tell them, hey, I'm sorry, that's too far for me to go. Or I will tell them, like, so what happened a couple weeks after my incident, I was dropping somebody off literally three blocks from where that incident happened. And I told the lady, hey, I have a question for you. And I told her what happened to me. And I said, like, whatever. And she's like, oh my God, that's so bad. She understood what was going on. I said, so look, I said, when I don't drive people normally in that area. But I said, I'll drop you off at your house, because that's where she was going. I said, but can you please do me a favor? And when you get out, instead of me unlocking all the doors, can you just unlock your door? She said, yeah, that's no problem. So she did that. She got out. All my other doors were locked. Okay? You need to be aware of where you're driving. Okay? That's all it boils down to. Unfortunately, this incident, she really didn't have any control over it. Another passenger. This was somebody outside of the car as she was dropping the person off. So I hope this video at some point helps somebody out. That's why I post all my videos, is for training purposes and to help people be safe on the road and in your everyday ride sharing lives. All right. So with that being said, Rideshare PA out. Again, guys, if you like the content, feel free to subscribe, hit the like button, or ring the bell for new notifications, so that way YouTube and myself will notify you when I come out with new content and new videos. All right, guys, again, I hope you all have a great day, and Rideshare PA out.